This is a quick video about the best time to launch a book and whether or not it's a good idea to launch in December, where we're going into the holidays and Christmas is coming up. So just a few quick insights maybe, although that sounds a little bit pretentious, but reasons why you may or may not want to publish in December. Generally, what people say is that there's more competition in December because a lot of people are really pushing their books. There's a lot of other things that are for sale on Amazon, so it's more difficult to get the visibility, and probably you'll need to spend too much and it won't be profitable. So for most people, it's not a good idea to publish before the holidays, November and December, also because you're publishing at the end of the year. So if you wanted to enter any book awards, or even just publishing and having, like right now is the end of 2017, so if you publish in December for the next, well, forever, your book is going to say published in 2017, which is going to look dated as early as in a few weeks. In January 2018, people will look at that as, oh, it's a 2017 book, it's last year's book, it's old news. It's not a big deal. Most people won't really look at the publishing date, but it is a factor you might want to consider. So I would probably prefer to publish earlier in the year rather than at the end of the year. Also, people are buying books for other people before the holidays. People buy books to give as gifts, so they're buying paperbacks. So you may see an increase in your paperback sales, but you won't see an increase in your ebook sales because people buy ebooks for themselves. That changes after Christmas when a lot of people have new devices. They have new iPads or iPhones or Kindles. Those are going to be popular gifts. A lot of people are going to be trying them out on Christmas morning. And this is when I would start to think about it might be a good idea to promote your books, especially for a backlist. And personally, I do it for free books. So like this, it's December 22nd. I just made most of my books for free. I'm not trying to compete with the paid market because, like I said, it's too expensive when you factor in the advertising. It'd be hard for me to get to at the top. And also, I think people aren't really buying books Christmas morning, although a lot of people will be getting gift cards. And they'll probably use them to buy whatever's, best-selling on Amazon. So if you could get your book to the bestsellers in your category, to the bestseller list, the top 20 or so, you could spend a lot of money in advertising and promotion to get up there and possibly make your money back because a lot of people will have gift cards they'll be buying. But it'll be a risk and it'll be harder to do. I think it's easier to focus on the free book market when you can do some promotion. And again, like I'm able to do it because I have a big email list of targeted readers, so I can say, hey everybody, all my books are free, please download them. You need about 1,000 downloads to kind of get started and to push your free book up in the ranks. But if I can keep my free books in the top 1,000, which puts them like in the top 10 of their categories, which is you want to be in the top 20 of your categories, but if you're there and people are looking through Amazon with their new devices, they're probably just testing out their devices and they're going to download a bunch of free books to try things out. So they're not going to be very choosy about what they download, and they may not read everything, but if they download a bunch of books and yours is the best book that they download, they may become a fan. So if I can get my existing audience to download all my books and I can reach another, ideally 5,000 readers, and another 1,000 of them become fans, it's really important to build a fan base of people who are going to support future book launches. I've only been publishing fiction a couple of years, so even though my books are earning, roughly $1,500 a month without really any promotion, and that's about 5 books that are earning $300 a month. So I could be doing better with advertising and promotion, but I'm really just testing out the market and focusing on writing new books because I know it's going to be so much easier once I put more books out. And I still feel like I'm just building my platform and building my audience. I'm getting more book reviews. I probably could be focused more on the sales, but I'm lazy and it's just not worth it to me to work that hard right now. It's all going to be easier in a year or two when I have some completed series. For now, it's much easier for me to just make my books free and reach a few thousand more readers to get them on my email list so that they become fans. It'll also turn into a lot of new reviews for my books. I've been putting out lots of book ones, so I'm still focused on getting those book ones to stick and to have more reviews because I know that's going to help me in the long run. These are basically permanent products, so once I put out a product, the more you can continue getting reviews on the first book in an eventual series, the easier it's going to be to sell it in the future. So I'm not really worried about sales right now. And I always tell new authors, sales isn't really what you need to be focused on. You should be focused on visibility and obscurity and building a fan base. If you don't have an email list, if you don't have a great cover and a blurb and a lot of reviews already, it's going to be really hard to sell your book. But you could be giving it away for free to earn a lot of loyalty with your ideal fan base. So I think Christmas is a great time to promote free books to reach new readers, and that's what I'm doing. But if you want to promote a new book that's paid and it's a launch, and you're going to launch it like $3.99 and then possibly discount it at 99 cents, but you're really focused on the earnings and getting it to stick, that's going to be a matter of promotion and advertising to reach the right audience who also buy a lot of other books in your genre, because it's really important to get strong also bots as quickly as possible, and that's probably going to take a lot of either campaigning and promotion or paid advertising. That's going to be easier to do in February or March when there's a little bit less competition. Anyway, so that's my thoughts about launching. I've gotten this question a lot recently, and I haven't really made a video about it, but whether or not you should launch, when's the best time of year to launch, and whether or not you should launch around the holidays. So I hope this video answered some of those questions. Thanks, bye-bye.